should be a good one on Monday Night Primetime between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants. Trophy and a date at the Super Bowl await one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Tua off the play fake. It isn't holding up. They're into the drop in. Goes to the hurry up here.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 25-yard line.
Tua now from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. That's Mitchell on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. He gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field. Offensive line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Cardinals' 45-yard line.
Here's Tua again. Completed to his running back. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Dude, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Offense in a hurry up here. Again, it's Tagovailoa. Now set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Hits his running back. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see him roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Looking quickly here.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants finish up an excellent opening series. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Now it's Will Reichard on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Giants ready to kick this one And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Wilson out of the pistol. He locates Daniel Bellinger. And he's down to almost, nope, actually going to give him the 30 here. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ross out of the pistol. And the Giants are on him, and he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play, and boy, did the defense do it there.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Wilson on 3rd down. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Giants take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Tonga Bailoa. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense, more often than not, leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. 3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. But that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
Punt meets him at the 28. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
At their own 40-yard line.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready. 1st and 10. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. That one intended for Trey McBride. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Finds him over the middle. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Giants into the nickel. 3rd down. Russ now from the gun. Left side into the hands of McBride. And this does not get it. Thinking short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down. Wilson to throw again. He connects downfield. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. So they keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on fourth down. First and 10 from the 32.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Here's Wilson to the air. We've got a screen to the running back. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. We're one quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. 7-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They've got third down well inside field goal range. Throw here, third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate. You really come to life on third downs. They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it. He's got McBride complete. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down. Here's Russ. Now he'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Running it after the penalty. Only can get his yard here, bro. It's going to be third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Fourth down, Wilson throwing. Into traffic, complete. Well, he's not going to get to the end zone. The stop is made in time at the 2, but hey, 4 more chances coming. They've got a first and goal.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
14, run it.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
A first and goal pass, yeah, it can be an active surprise at times. But let's give some credit to this defense and the coverage in particular. They stayed focused and locked in on those routes, giving that rush plenty of time to get home, and now make second and goal much, much more difficult.
And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Extra point is up and good from slot. And the Cardinals tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Working quickly here. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Connection made with his back deep downfield. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
21G, 21G.
First down, here's Tua. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's going to be 2nd down.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Draw play. This is McCaffrey. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big deal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Get set.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down. Will Reichert now to try the field goal. From 37 yards in the right hash. It's no good. Oh, his aim was up on that shorty block, and it hits the right upright. And the score remains knotted, 7-all.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
First call here coming from the shotgun. He gives it to Tecca to start the drive. They'll cobble together a yard there. Brought down by Fred Warner.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Wilson now off the play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Giants regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your...
On him quick, and they bring it down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Short pass, Bryant. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
20, 22, what's it? Watch it, Oscar.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down. here he is, getting his second field goal look of the half. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder.
Field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Reichert connects there. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. This is cut downfield by Rice. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Wilson now, 1st and 10. Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Well, much credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, and give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
14.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Giants get it back after making their third first-half interception. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman one time that game.
First down, time by Moore to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Big game downfield. There he goes, right sideline. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants grow their lead just before halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And this kick was just mishit. It is wide left and no good. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has him right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Completes it downfield to Pearsall. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down. Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set. First down throw from Wilson. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals make it a 1-score game before halftime. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
20, TA. 20, watch it, Oscar. 21G, 21G. Ready.
First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
All right. Start.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Tua off the play fake. Look at that power, deep left side. Into a crowd, and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Cardinals do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. First and 10 coming up. Run for Pacheco to start the half. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
It's kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Gray motioning left. Wilson now from the gun. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Cardinals.
36 pounds. Good job right there. Good job right there.
Wilson with it on first. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
14, run it. 19. Go, go, go. Start.
Wilson out of the pistol. Hauled in by Gray. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
And the Cardinals, first down.
One foot,
First and
down. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Cardinals jump in front now by 5. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10. Tua now from the gun. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Mimic the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
20, TX.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. This is Ridley working the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the
First down, here's Tua. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down.
second and 10.
Solo left Zion. Come on, 2.
Here's Tagovailoa again. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Here's Tua again. Here's a deep shot towards the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're set backwards on first down. Mendoza the hurry up here.
Back at the 19-yard line.
Come on, 2. 21G. Solo left Zion.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Brought in. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio. This guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Turbo 3, kick. Turbo 3.
McCaffrey on third down. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
That's another Giants first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
He finds him right side. He has the New York touchdown. The Giants grab the lead on their first series of the half. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. interesting time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He just put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Ross off the play fake. He throws a bullet to the center of the... That's grabbed inside the 30. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take the lead on the first play of the drive.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single eye or two eye? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Tagovailoa off the play fake. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants can tie it up after hitting Pater in the 3rd. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. One after try good by Reichert. And the Giants bring it back to even. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Running back motions right. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. It's Nick Scroton there on the play. A 2nd down run by Pacheco. Now that's not what the offense thought about. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. First down, here's Russ. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's taken down at the 30. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Has him on the quick hitter. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. Ross is cooking again. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that makes it 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing on third, Wilson. Going with the screen to Johnson. He gets him the first inside the 15. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
They go heavy on this first and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. Wilson keeping it here. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the fourth. Law sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's second and goal. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup. That moves him a little bit closer. Third and goal coming up.
This may be one of the only spots in goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Third and goal, Wilson. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a fourth-quarter lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Extra point, he's up and good from slot. And the Cardinals break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Let's go.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Tua setting up to throw. Absolutely fires this one right side. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it first and 10.
Hey, 21. All right, go ahead. Go. Ready. Corner. Help.
Tagovailoa back to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants now trail by just a point in the fourth. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready first and 10. Wilson now off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Okay. I think we know that the quarterback's in a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a space spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Trying to find Trey McBride. So they're left facing third and long.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Now Wilson on third and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You never ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Fourth and forever coming up. Fourth down, pass coming. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Go ahead. Watch it, option. Winning team. Hey. Out.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Maxwell Hairston picks it off.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. Now this offense has got a chance to do so.
Wilson now, first and 10. He drops this down to Pacheco underneath. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. On play action now, Wilson. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Big game downfield. And in a brilliant play off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Pick up a 34 yards on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Dump off caught by his back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. You're at a premium in this league.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's third down.
Back to throw it. Completes it downfield to Pearsall. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Now Wilson on the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Kate, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. And he is brought down just 5 yards from the end zone. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but they can touchdown here as they get set up first and goal. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Cardinals take a fourth quarter lead. Here's Sly to try the point after. And it's no good. Not the time you want to see the extra point off the mark here in a one-score game in the fourth. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock, so he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10.
Come on, Jim. Out!
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he works his way for a gain of 4. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants down by a touchdown. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Whoa!
They stick with McCaffrey. He scraped together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Go ahead.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 7 yards on that pickup. And it's good for a New York first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, ready.
Back to throw. That's caught. It's Kelsey again. And they make the tackle at the 38. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38.
Get set.
First
Go ahead.
and 10 at the 38-yard
Setting up to
line.
pass. Short pass brought in. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
Enough. 18.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. They're backed up. Not the stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Nearing the last half minute of play. Now 2nd and 10.
Ready, shot. 18. What's it?
That is rejected at the line, as we say in hoops. Got a hand in the passing lane up front. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
3rd and goal. One of the biggest moments of this NFC title game.
Ready. 18. 21G. 21G. 20 TX. Corner. Long.
Looking to throw it. This one's caught. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. The entire season has led them here to this snap. They have to convert here on 4th down.
Out. Step.
Elimination time here. And he won't come through on 4th and goal. He can't find the end zone. They stop him, and they'll still trail as they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. It's Pacheco again. Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. This is a tough spot to punt. Got to convert here on 3rd down. Setting him on the dive. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. There's a look for Wilson. So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. Conference champions. A heck of an achievement, Brock. A heck of an achievement in the face of a lot of doubts from everyone outside of their building all season long.
Yeah, they're going to enjoy lifting up this George Halas trophy today. But let's all remember, when we go into those facilities, Kate, and we watch practice, they don't put up banners of conference champions. They put up banners of world champions.
With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from New York.